Hi everybody, DUGROZ here with DUGROZ Reports. It's time for some frugal points. I can talk about it also, and by it I'm referring to the Wells Fargo Autograph Journey card, which just released today or tomorrow depending on when you're watching this video. And by released I mean Wells Fargo put out an official press release acknowledging its existence and saying that it's on the way. It's going to be a few more days before you can sign up for it in branch, and a few more days past that before you can get it online. But let's skip to the good stuff. What are the deets and what do I think about it? So, as far as earnings, it earns 5x on hotels and 4x on airlines. As far as I can tell, that's booked directly with the hotel or directly with the airline. That's not too bad, although most of us in this space try to pay for our travel with points, at least from my point of view, not doing a whole lot of paid travel. Although, I will give a shout out to Matt Clausen. He mentioned this in one of the comments of his video. My more recent idea of a cashback strategy for travel actually would fit with that kind of nicely, and then you could use it for the transfer partners. That'll be coming in a little bit, but I'm going to come back around to that. So I'll say pretty good. 3x on other travel and 3x on dining, but the regular Wells Fargo autograph card already offers those, but that's okay. Don't know if they're going to revamp the regular autograph or not. Those are pretty good, kind of in line with what Chase offers on pretty much every one of their personal cards on dining. Paid travel in general is okay. I don't think it covers things like Uber and Lyft, but I could be wrong. We'll probably need to investigate that a little further. But those are pretty good. There is a $95 annual fee. To help offset the annual fee, there is a $50 airline credit. Now, there was something down in the fine print about it has to code as a merchant that is an airline provider or something like that, which would certainly suggest that these are airline charges directly from the airline. So I don't think you have to, do airline incidentals. I don't think you have to go through a portal. Just anything paid directly with any airline, you get $50. That could be kind of a good thing, say you need to take a repositioning flight or something like that that's just a little over $50. Bing, you've used your $50 credit, so the annual fee is a lot more palatable. I suppose if you give full credit, you could say $45 effective annual fee, notwithstanding opportunity cost, of course. And then the really juicy stuff, well, first of all, I should mention the sign-up bonus. Spend $4,000 to get $60K. So that's pretty good. I mean, if you took it as cash, that'd be $600. That's the equivalent of a 15% return on spend. That's pretty manageable for most people to spend $4K in 3 months. All right, now on to the good stuff, the transfer partners. So there are 6 transfer partners: Flying Blue, Avianca, British, Aer Lingus, and Iberia, and then 1 hotel partner, which is Choice. Now, considering that 3 of those transfer partners are all Avios programs, it's almost really like there's only 4 transfer partners. So back at the very beginning of this year, or maybe it was the end of last year, I did a shorts video that was predictions. One of my predictions was that Wells Fargo will get transfer partners, but they're going to be kind of disappointing. Well, ding, 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 ding. I think I get a point there because that is definitely true. Those transfer partners are not really awe-inspiring by any means. Now, 2 caveats. One is they did say the list of transfer partners will continue to grow. So if they add more in the future, I guess I'm glad they've just come out with something. It'll get better. So right now, I would give it, like, as far as a letter grade, like a C+. It's okay. It's not great. It's not failing, but it's not awe-inspiring or exciting either. My second point along those lines is, those are some useful transfer partners. KLM Flying Blue / Air France, as well as British, I would actually use. And then there's a giant question mark in my mind swirling over choice. So I have seen 3 different online sources, none of which are primary, which all said choice will transfer 1 to 2. But in the actual press release, it says absolutely nothing about choice transferring 1 to 2. I tried to look up the terms and conditions, and it's really convoluted with Wells Fargo. So on the link that goes directly to the terms and conditions, I couldn't find anything about 1 to 2 with choice. I logged into my own Wells Fargo account, and there was an addendum added to the terms and conditions of the cards about 10 days ago, and it just says on there, unless stated otherwise, all transfers are 1 to 1. So if someone can give me a primary source or a source with a high level of confidence that choice transfers 1 to 2, that would be great, and I hope it's actually true. But I don't think we can just assume that since, one blog said it, that makes it true, unless they directly interviewed someone at Wells Fargo or something like that. And even then, unless it's like the director of the rewards program, I'm not sure I would trust it. So that's to be determined. If choice transfers 1 to 2, whoa, look out. That'll be pretty cool. Because you get 5x on hotels, so you could use this card to book a paid hotel stay, which could be a choice hotel, or could be any hotel, and then it transfers 1 to 2. That would functionally be 10 points per dollar just on this card, plus whatever you get with your current status. So I like the flexibility of having the option to take it as cash, the option to use their portal, the option to transfer to transfer partners. So yeah, I will give the card overall a B, not a B plus, not a B minus, just a B, as in boy, based on the information we have right now. If we can confirm with 100% certainty that choice is 1 to 2, I might bump that up to a B plus. Depending on what transfer partners come out in the future, maybe even up to an A minus or something like that. I agree with Matt Clausen, who said this is going to be a good starter travel card and could be a threat to the Sapphire Preferred in that regard. Will I be going after it? Probably not, because my understanding is the regular old autograph, which already has, also unlocks the transfer partners. So I don't really need to have these higher earnings on paid travel. But it's not a bad card. It's okay. And the thing I like about it the most is that it introduces more competition into the points and miles space. I like the fact that we're going to have a new issuer to add to the transfer partner chart. Hopefully it makes the other banks step up their game, especially with something like the Sapphire Preferred. So those are kind of my initial thoughts. I'm glad that some of those transfer partner programs are somewhat promiscuous, like the Avios and KLM Flying Blue, because then you can merge them in from other programs. It also says there's going to be world-class travel protections, but I don't think there were any details, just a lot of verbiage. Put your thoughts down below, subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. Click the thumbs up button, and as always, may your spending be frugal, and may your points be plenteous. Thanks.